Oh, save me. Okay. It is the HP ProDesk 600 G2. One way you can differentiate between this and the very similar G1 is this has a case badge on the front for Intel, and the G1 has it right here. All right, let's crack this puppy open. I'm gonna pull off the shielding here. I don't need to narrate this. The G2 from 2015 with a Q150 chipset supporting Intel's 6th generation CPUs. This has easily become my favorite looking and functioning of the older ProDesk. This is the first model to integrate DDR4 with 4 slots, maxing at 2133 MHz and 64 GB. Across from that, we have 3 SATA 3 ports, one less than the previous generation. Further down here, we actually have a USB header. It has 2 extra pins than your standard USB header, but it still even has that missing pin so you can tell which way it goes. It is labeled as SD reader or SD RDR. This G2 model now has a 200 watt power supply. So that's 40 watts less than the G1. While we're up here, this case has the 4 general SATA connectors coming off of the motherboard with the mini SATA power for optical drives. This also is the first model with all of the PCIe lanes being generation 3.0. So theoretically, you could boot from NVMe on a single lane and get decent speeds around 900 megabytes a second and have a full slot available for a GPU. And on this model, we have a extra chassis fan connector, as you see here, which should wrap up the inside. Let's look at the connections on the outside. Just like the previous generation, start with 2 USB 2, then 2 USB 3, an audio interface, and a blank for the SD reader slot. It is also a fully black faceplate instead of the two-tone as before. Flipping to the other side, start again with PS2 mouse and keyboard, and then the dual display port, VGA, which gives you native triple monitor support. Next, 4 USB 3 ports, giving you 6 total, 2 more USB 2, and the audio interface. Oh, and lastly, the serial. Can't forget the serial. That was my legacy out of the HP ProDesk 600 G2 small form factor.